Hi everybody, welcome back to the Human Anatomy Lab at Ohio University. I'm Sauniya and today I'm here with Robby and we're going to be talking about actions to stretch and strengthen the extrinsic back muscles. And if you don't know about the extrinsic back muscles, check out this video over here that we filmed, and yeah, let's get into it. Alrighty, you guys remember this skeleton. So we have the Latissimus Dorsi going from the lower back to the humerus, and it is going to perform shoulder internal rotation, extension, and adduction. Now let's go to Robby. Okay, so here's Robby completing a lat pull down, which you can see is going through extension and adduction of the shoulder, which is two of the actions of the Latissimus dorsi. And you can also see that there are more vertical and horizontal fibers on the Latissimus dorsi. And in this action, Robby is targeting more of the vertical fibers when he is pulling down. Now, what about the horizontal fibers? All right, so now we're targeting the horizontal fibers as Robby is pulling in a more horizontal direction. And you can really see them stretch as he's protracting on the upward motion. All right, so now Robby's completing a stretch for the Latissimus dorsi. So you can see that his arm is in shoulder flexion and abduction, and it's internally rotated a little bit, but when it's over the head, it's still going to stretch that muscle. All right, so remember we have the rhomboids deep to the middle traps, and let's see it on Robby. All right, so here Robby is completing a row, and there his scapula is going to retract and also do some downward rotation, which you can't really see using the tape method on his back. And his elbows are tucked in to make sure we're activating the rhomboids and not the middle traps. And then on the upward part of the action, you can see he's stretching the rhomboids. Probably just hold that. And he's stretching it because he's doing the opposite action, which is going to be protraction of the scapula. All right, so next we have the Levator Scapulae. And let's see it on Robby. All right, so here's Levator Scapulae, and you can see when he shrugs his shoulders, he is producing elevation of the scapula, which is causing the muscle to scrunch. Next up, we have the Serratus Anterior, which, if you remember, the primary action is going to be to hold the scapula to the rib cage, but also do some protraction. So let's see it on Robby. All right, so Robby is going to do some protraction, which is going to move the scapula this way, and retraction. Okay. Now, if you want to add some resistance, we can use a resistance band and have Robby protract and then retract, protract, retract to stretch the Serratus Anterior. And then if you don't have a resistance band, you can do a push-up plus and protract at the very top to make sure you're engaging that Serratus Anterior. So you can see when Robby gets to the very top, he's going to protract to make sure the Serratus Anterior is engaged. Yep. All right, so the next muscle is going to be the trapezius. So if you remember, it's divided into the upper, middle, and lower divisions. And now let's see it on Robby. So the pink tape is going to be the upper division, the middle tape, the blue tape, the middle traps, and the yellow tape, the lower traps. So first, Robby is going to do a shrug, a shoulder shrug, which is going to produce elevation and upward rotation of the scapula. You can see that as he goes through the motion, the pink tape scrunches. So now Robby's going to work the middle traps by producing retraction of the scapula. So you can see the blue tape scrunching as he goes through that motion. There's the scrunch again. And then finally, to work the lower traps, Robby is going to do depression, and it's also going to produce some upward rotation as well. You can see the yellow tape is going to do a little bit of the scrunch.
Ooh, I guess I'm really sore from all those back exercises. Thanks, Sauniya.
Thank you, Robby. So I'm Sauniya from the Human Anatomy Lab, and
I'm Robby from the Human Anatomy Lab.
we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Bye.